Hey, I told y'all I was coming on live, so I don't see my clock turning. Let me see what's going on here. Might be having some technical issues. Can you see me, Chris? Can you see me? If you can, let me know. Hey, you can see me, huh? Okay, good. Give it some time for some other ones to get on. I ain't gonna be on it long, cause I'm gonna start posting what y'all need to see instead of just talking about it, cause I really want to start posting. And while I'm posting you can actually see in advance what I'm talking about. So when I start running it down, letting you know the game that was being played, the whole 9 yards, you would actually see the truth. I like paperwork, pictures. Y'all know me. I ain't getting on here with no lies and no scandals. I'm telling you the truth. I was with Sheila Stewart down there in South Carolina, and some things was happening unusual while I was with her in South Carolina, and spiritual things, and I mean wicked spiritual things was happening. And I went to hi, Miss Pringle, how are you? I was in the house working, remodeling the mother's house because it was tore up, messed up, roof leaking, the whole 9 yards. And y'all know I am a general contractor. Well, while moving some things around in that house, I started seeing witchcraft things in the house where witches set things up. I seen a pair of shoes that were black with buckles on it. Y'all know how they take shoes and face the bottom to each other, and had it pointed in the corner. And I started going through more things and looking at certain things. I seen dust in the house. I've seen a whole lot of things in the house. But see, let me go on and put it out here on a massive level. This ain't the devil that did nothing to me. I got myself in this mess. Oh, yes, I did. I didn't ask the Lord. I moved on my own. I did everything that I wanted to do. I seen all the signs of everything, and I still did what I wanted to do. And for some of y'all that think preachers and pastors and prophets and whatever you want to call us in the fivefold ministry, y'all think we don't make mistakes. Let me go on and straighten you up. Our homes is the worstest home of all. Only difference is y'all don't get to see it and really hear about what's going on in our home. If any pastor and leader sit up here and tell a lie that their home is perfect, tell them to come see me. You're a lying wonder. Your house is more under attack than anybody's house in the church. It ain't an attack of the devil. It's because of authority and jockeying position in the house where the leader lives. Now, it ain't just between the mother and the father, and it's between the children too. The truth is the truth. Y'all think our home, oh, I want you to take care of me like the pastor take care of the first lady. What you don't know is the money that you putting on that offering table is helping the pastor take care of his wife. You didn't know that though, right? You didn't know that. No, of course you don't. Everything peaches and perfect. You want to believe that he's buying her the alligator shoes and working and doing this here all by himself. No, he's not. The struggle is real with the leaders. It's real. So I want to tap into that a little bit before I start posting pictures and things of all sort here. I want to touch with you guys, share this video, so you know, because right now I'm going in and out of therapy in facilities because of a long incident that happened to me in South Carolina that landed me in some unwelcome places. And I'm going to put it all on the internet. I don't care because I ain't got nothing to lose. The lawyers done got it now. The state of South Carolina, the county of South Carolina, and the police department of South Carolina is now under indictment. And we have a certain amount of lawsuit against them for what they've done to me. And I'm going to post the papers because I don't want you to say, oh, he's just talking. Most of y'all know me. I don't just talk. I put the paper where it's at. I put everything on the line, and I want you to know the truth about what happened. I've been held in my peace for a long time for a certain reason, but now I'm getting ready to come to you guys and bring to you the truth. That even leaders, even prophets who can look through muddy waters, make mistakes and do things on their own without consulting God. Don't never let nobody make you believe that they perfect, then there ain't no hell around them. Man, please. It's time to get real. That's why y'all can't walk right, because the truth of the matter, we preach to y'all. I don't, but I'm going to say we because we all in club together. Preach to y'all to tell y'all, y'all need to do this and y'all need to do that. But in actuality, when we get home, we can't hardly live it because the woman or the man is in the house raising so much hell until we can't even put up with it. You'll be surprised what goes on into the house of the husband and wife. Most of them are even sleeping in separate bedrooms in their home. Let's just keep it real. Y'all want to talk? Let's talk real. All that faking and shaking, I'm done with you church sanctified criminals. I'm done with you. I'm done. I am so done with you. Stop hiding behind the truth and the facts of life, man. Tell these people the truth so they can live and breathe knowing that we are humans just like them. This woman that I was with watched her grandson get handed 9 years in prison for doing nothing wrong. I came in trying to help this young man. His name is Daniel. I'm going to post this picture for you. And I'm still helping him. Right now, I got lawyers and everyone working on his case right now. The grandson was caught up with the wrong kid. There's so much y'all need to know about this situation. Then her son winds up going to jail. And she actually told me, Sheila Stewart actually told me, the woman that I was with, that her son is better off in jail. Told the other son he shouldn't have never paid the bond for his brother. He should let him go to jail because he don't want to listen to nobody. You as a parent would say that about your children, that they need to go to jail. You need to go to jail. And right tonight, before I get out, but I really want to talk to the men, because we got some raggedy family members. And I'm going to put it just where it is. We got some low down, raggedy family members. I grew up in a domestic violent home where a lot of things happened to me in the home that I was a victim by because of domestic violence. Yeah, these are my parents who goes to church, jumping and shouting and dancing, want to preach the gospel on my mother's side, but they can't even repent for what they done to me. Oh, I forgive them, but the fact of the matter is I'm understanding men more than anything, especially in the... Some of y'all see me post this thing on Facebook where I'm trying to help the men that are in prison, that are being railroaded, and some of y'all ain't even gave a dime. I ain't even tried to give a dime. But soon as your neck get on the line, you gonna want them same folks to help you. We on our way to a civil war. Them boys in prison, they know what to do to survive. And when they get out, you gonna want them to do something to help you survive. And when they turn their back on you, how would you feel? Because you turned your back on them. You ought to be ashamed going to church Sunday after Sunday, week after week, and I'm on the church line trying to do that, praying for folk, but you won't even pray for your own family member. You won't over get your own family member out of jail. You're wrong, and you ain't saved. You're going to hell, and that's where you deserve to go. And I don't care what you think about me, because you ain't got a heaven to hell to put me in. And if you don't like me, unfriend me. Get off my page. Get yourself off my page. Go somewhere else, because I'm sick of you. You end up with a bunch of church hypocrites and a bunch of church liars, and I'm tired of you. Just get away from me. Stay off my page. Sitting in the background, watching everything, stalking. Because you're weak. You ain't got nothing to put on the table for yourself. So you come to sit on my page so you can steal and go back and try to preach it. All you wicked preachers, get off my page. Find somewhere else to get. You ain't no good. Yeah, some preachers down there in South Carolina. I'm calling your name before this week over, and I'm posting your picture because you ain't no good. You ain't no good. You sit in these churches and lie to these people, play games, raise all the money. I'm sitting there with you. I'm trying to help you. And what did you do? Yeah. No. I'm not angry. I'm just done with you in my life. I'm just done with you being around me. I had to learn that he prepared the table for me. It don't mean you got to be there. It doesn't mean you gonna be there. I don't have to have you at my table. It's my choice to have who I want at my table. I travel the country preaching and doing other things, helping folks on massive level. And the same ones you help is the same one that dog you out. Straight up. I'm done with you. She told this young boy he deserved to go. The young man, Jamal, he in jail right now. I'm working on him to get him out of jail in South Carolina. They gave this young man 10 years for basically nothing. Her own son and grandson had the money and would not help them. But she goes to church over there with Pastor Braze. I can't think of the name of that church. Pastor Braze over there in South Carolina. I'm gonna pull this church and the name up and the pastor name up. I'm going to pull all that up. And I'm going to put it on Facebook. And I want him to come after me and say something. And then I'm going to go to Dr. Ivy Hillier, who I know very well. And I'm going to submit this information straight to him and let him deal with his leader. See, I don't deal with the undertaker. I'm going to the overdog. This is sickening, people. It's sickening. And she jumping the shot, want to pray online, want to pray with these young girls, want to do all this. She robbed these young people of their clothes. They took their money. Oh, my God. Took these young people money and did not make good of their clothes in that store. Y'all remember the Amare Bridal Boutique LLC right there that was in Citadel Mall. Y'all see me in there helping, paying, supporting, and all that there, trying to help get the finances back up. Meanwhile, while I'm putting money in, she's stealing money back out. So I departed my name from that place and went and opened up another store, y'all remember, over in Goose Creek, and put everything in my name. So that means nobody would be able to say that this happened on my watch. Trying to make things right. And what did she do? I'm going to show y'all what she did. This Sheila Stewart, right there in South Carolina, that want to be saved. I posted her picture earlier. Some of y'all know her. Send the video to her. Send the video to her. Now, she did that. Not only do she do that, she goes in her mama and take her mama's Social Security and retirement check from her. I've heard mother beg me several times, tell her to stop taking my money, Mark. Mark, stop her from taking my money. I've already turned her over to DFAC. I've turned her over to the Social Security fraud. I've turned her over to a whole list of things now, and they've opened up an indictment case against her. They've opened up an indictment case against her because they're finding out that this stuff is literally true. This is what these church criminals do. Hide behind the church and then go home, since the God that they ain't serving correctly, so he ain't blessing them. They go out and find other idol God to use them to make it look like God blessing them and come in. They tell you in the church there's such thing as good witches and bad witches. All of it are idol God. You have no business fooling with an idol God when you are a believer of Jesus Christ. People, this is why the church is in the condition it's in now. I told y'all they was going to burn some churches up. They started coming to these churches now at gunpoint, tearing these churches apart, dealing with these leaders because they are failing these people on every hand. The facts will be submitted to this page. And I want you to know everything that happened. I'm telling you only so much. And blah, but I want you to put it together when I show you the picture. Stay focused to my page. Read it, because I'm not ashamed. I'm going to tell you everything. I packed up in January to leave her. She lied on me. She lied. She lied. And now the district attorney, now the prosecutor that was in, the prosecuting district attorney, the South Carolina State General Attorney, the court appointed attorney, because I was there, I had nobody in South Carolina that I knew. I was just taking over church, didn't have phone number. They wouldn't even allow me to get to my phone. They wouldn't do nothing. I was stuck in this place. I want y'all to hear me good. I was stuck in this place from December to March. I was stuck there. Had another stroke and a mild heart attack. Y'all, don't, just wait till I show you this. They gave me the wrong medicine because they messed up so bad. They tried to kill me in that place. I'm trying to tell y'all they tried to kill me. I'm going to show y'all what they did to me down there in South Carolina. And now they're under federal review. And if they did that to me, I'm inside, man. If they did that to me, what do you think they're doing to your children and your grandchildren? What do you think they're doing? Since March up to now, there have been certain people that I even had my number changed, and I've cut people off. I don't want you calling me. My parents on my mom's side, they're not even allowed to contact me. Don't call me. They call checking on me through my daughter. And I told my daughter, don't let them use you. They want to know your business so they can use it against you and try to destroy you and tear you down. I'm not putting up with no more foolishness. I don't care who you are, where you come from, who you with. I'm not putting up with no more foolishness. You in my life, you better be in there for real, or you're going to get away from me. And this is a stern warning, not just for my family, but it's a stern warning here on Facebook as well. It's a stern warning. I've had enough, people. I've been through something so serious in the last 4-5 months, and I'm still in therapy right now of what's going on with me and the injuries from this. I'm in therapy. I'm in and out of the hospital. They take me in. They let me out. They want to do surgery right now. They can't do it because of the pandemic. I'm having some difficult issues here. Serious medical issues going on with me right now. But God. She meant it for evil, but God meant it for my good. And the wealth of me and the wealth that's set up for me is waiting on me right now. They've already came to the table trying to make settlements with me right now. There is they're trying to avoid court. They're trying to do everything they can do to avoid court because they know what they've done. Clergyman, inside man, working for the federal. You done me and you didn't even know who I was? Oh, okay. All right. Now, if they done that to me, I want to say it again. What do you think they done to your relative that you sitting up in your house, watching TV, eating popcorn and eating all this stuff, and your family member dying there in jail? And the first thing he said, well, he did it before. He probably did this time. I ain't helping him. Yeah, one day I was going to come to be yours. And that you sowed, you going to reap. You going to reap it. I promise you, you going to reap it. Won't even help your own family out, but you can go to church and jump and shout and dance. Oh, he come my shando. You can speak in all these tongues, but you can't even help your family member. And your family is the worst. I mean, I'm serious. They are the worst. They will take sides with somebody they don't even know, don't know what happened, and then all of a sudden, bam. Man, let me tell you something. That was the last straw. That was the last straw for me. That was the last straw for me and my family. I love them, but our time has passed. That's it. And I'm not talking about my entire family. I'm talking about from my mother's side. That's it. Now, I got a brother and a sister on my mom's side that I communicate with, and they very well know they call. Tamika and Brian, they know they can call. They can call me. But the rest of them, don't use my number. Don't use my number. Only two brothers, on a brother and sister on my mom's side call me. My mom, my father figure, my two oldest brothers and siblings on my mom's side, don't bother to call. Because you don't do nothing for me. You lie. I help you. You lie. You scandalize me after I get through trying to help you. My own oldest sibling on my mom's side, sister, I helped her move in her house and paid all and moved to buy her all her furniture by myself back in the day. And put her in her house and then unpacked it in her house. And then came back the following Saturday and did a cookout for a homework party. Do you know what she said to me in front of her pastor's daughter at that time? Oh, I didn't ask him to do that. He came out here to do that. How nasty can you be? But she's saved and sanctified. Yeah. Saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, right? And you'll do me like that, and I paid for all the food to come in and try to help you when none of your pastors that you was with at the time, the bishop that she was sitting under, had a house full of men, so-called men at the church. How come they didn't come and help a single woman with a child move out of the apartment and to her new home? Why did you do it? See, your using days of me is over. I was telling another pastor online today, you better get some sense and sit down. These folks will spread you like mayonnaise and kill you, and then they look for the next person. You better get somewhere and sit down. Nobody understands, and I do want to touch this subject. Nobody understands how a man that was once a boy can love his mother, and all she do is betray him and hurt him, kick him, and not help him. Put him down on every hand. I was that young kid. I love my mom. When I went to a party, I would not even think about fixing my plate until I fixed my mom's plate and put it up. This is how much I love my mom. But let me tell you how my mom loved me. My mom literally hated me, and she showed it to me every day, in and out. I got beat with stencil car. My feet are burned and damaged because domestic violence of her, because of the hatred that she had for my real father not being there and want to be with her, and she run him out of my life. I tell the truth. I'm not holding nothing in. I'm not holding nothing else in no more. It is what it is. My overcoming of this is going to help the next man out of his situation. Man, let me tell you something. If your mom don't want to love you, your mom don't want to show you love, your mom don't appreciate you, don't feel bad. Get up and leave. Move. Don't let her sit there and keep kicking you like that, man. You ain't going to do nothing but wind up hurt and angry and upset. You have to break it. I've always found myself going back, trying to mend the broken piece between me and my mom and my family. I'm always the one to turn things around, to go back and try to make things right. And the Lord told me, he said, don't you do it no more. And I said, okay. I was already fed up anyway. He said, don't do it no more. He said, allow them to come to you and make it right. That way they won't never hurt you again. Because they came and did it. But because you keep going back, you admit that you are at fault and that wrong with them. And they're going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Some people you got to cut them off. Some people you got to walk away. Some people you got to let it go. I'm telling you, men. This here part is for men's. Some of you women struggling with the same issue with your father, but right now I want to deal with men who have loved their, and it's hard for them to actually love another woman because every woman that they wind up getting looks like she has the same behavior that his mother have. Let me tell you, it ain't them. It is you, because you keep seeing that woman in your mother. You keep seeing your mother in that woman. It's not her. It's you. And then you got some trifling women that's out here. I don't know what happened between that age of the mid-50s on up to the early part of the 70s. They have messed these young girls up. They have messed these young girls up, making them believe they don't need no man. Are you serious? And got them believing that they can, get another man to help raise the children that don't even belong to the man. They got that. That's what they do. That's what they do. They got them believing that they can get another man to help raise another man. And in the book of Matthew, and the book of Revelation, and the book of Genesis, and the book of Isaiah, another man cannot raise another man's flesh and blood. Can't raise it. That's why he said, she shall remain a widow until the last child have left the nest. They don't want to hear that because they want to have their way. No, I'm done. I'm done. They want power. They want to walk in authority, but you can't even walk in the authority that God made for you to walk in as a woman. Go sit your behind down somewhere. Sit down. Learn how to be a wife. Learn how to be a woman first before you start talking about you want to be a pastor, before you want to be a vice president, before you talk about you want to be. Go sit your behind down and understand. Go sit down. Go sit down somewhere. The responsibility of that first. Submissive to your husband. Go sit down. You can do everything else but what God created you to do. It's a sad day in America. I'm getting off of here. Hey, daughter, I see you. I'm getting ready to get off of here. Some of y'all coming in. You go back and you rewind it. I'm staying on it just a little bit, but I'm getting ready to execute the information on my Facebook page. I don't care. Some of you gonna unfriend me. Let me tell you, adios amigos. Goodbye. I've got the gift now saying goodbye. I ain't putting up with nobody crap. I don't care who you are. We either going to get along and love one another. You're going to accept me for who I am, and I'm going to accept for you for who you are. And we can't do that. You need to find somewhere else to go play your games at. And I'm speaking from my house all the way down the street to your house. And that goes to everybody. Now, I'm getting ready to get off here because I got to get ready to seek out some guests and all of that. But I just wanted to make sure I come on because I told y'all I was coming on, and I wanted to keep my word, and I've been wanting to come on because of the therapist and so much is going on with me. I'm in and out of the hospital and therapist because